You're looking at a cord of firewood, 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. In most of North America right now, that stack costs $350 to $450. And you need 2 of them to get through a real winter. That is $800 to $900 every single year for wood, for something that grows out of the ground. There is a tree, documented by the USDA, studied at research stations across 12 states, that grows 10 to 15 feet in a single year, harvestable in 5 years. And after you cut it down, it grows back from the same stump on its own every single time. It is called Paulownia. 1 bare root seedling costs $12. In the 5 years that your neighbor's oak grows 18 inches, your Paulownia becomes a harvestable tree. By the end of this video, you will have the exact planting protocol, 10 trees, 1 afternoon, under $120, that produces a permanent firewood supply starting in year 5. But first, I need to show you why a tree this fast does not exist in your local nursery, because the answer involves a $3.6 billion industry that has a very specific interest in you not knowing it does. The USDA has documented Paulownia growth rates in research trials across the American South and Midwest since the 1980s. Their findings are not disputed. 10 to 15 feet of vertical growth per year as a young tree. Trunk diameter reaching 8 to 10 inches in 5 to 7 years. The same harvestable size that takes a red oak 30 to 40 years to achieve. The wood is classified as true hardwood, not poplar, not willow. Used commercially for furniture, cabinetry, veneer, and musical instruments in Japan and China for centuries. The Japanese call it ACRE. They considered it precious enough to plant at the birth of a daughter, harvest at her wedding, and build her dowry furniture from the trunk. The coppicing behavior is the mechanism that changes everything. When you cut a Paulownia trunk, the root system is still alive. New shoots emerge within weeks, 3 to 5 shoots per stump, each one growing at the same 10 to 15 foot annual rate, but faster because the root system is already fully established. By year 7, you are harvesting the same root for the second time. Every harvest after that arrives faster than the last. One planting, indefinite regrowth. For the documented life of the root system, 50 years and counting. Now, here is the part the nursery industry counted on you never calculating. The U.S. fuelwood market is worth $3.62 billion annually. The tree and shrub farming industry supplying your local nursery is an $8.9 billion industry. Both business models depend on one kind of customer, one who buys every year, firewood every fall, new ornamental trees every spring when the last ones disappoint. Paulownia breaks both cycles simultaneously. The $12 bare root seedling produces a harvestable trunk in 5 years. 1 planting, 1 afternoon, $120 for 10 trees. After that, the trees supply their own replacements through coppice regrowth indefinitely. No nursery makes money on a customer who plants once and never comes back. No firewood supplier makes money on a household with a permanent source. This is not a conspiracy, this is a business model, and the simplest way to protect it is to never mention the tree exists. Some of you are already ahead of me. You looked at Paulownia BTU ratings, you saw the number, and you are thinking, the heat output per cord is lower than oak. You're right, stay with me, because the math that follows is why that objection disappears in about 60 seconds. A cord of red oak produces approximately 26 million BTU. A cord of Paulownia produces approximately 15 million BTU. That is a real difference. Paulownia is lower density wood. It burns faster and lighter than oak. Here's the number that reframes the entire calculation. You are waiting 35 years for the oak cord. You are waiting 5 years for the first Paulownia cord. After year 5, you harvest a new cord every 3 to 4 years from the same 10 stumps, indefinitely. In the same 35 years it takes 1 oak to reach harvestable size, your 10 Paulownia trees complete 6 full harvest cycles, 6 cords of wood, from the same $120 investment. The lower BTU per cord stops mattering when the volume math runs 6 to 1. Here is the exact planting protocol. You need bare root Paulownia seedlings, not potted, bare root. Cheaper to ship, higher. Transplant survival rate, and they establish faster than container stock. 2 reputable suppliers shipping to most of North America, Thai Nursery out of Georgia and Empire National Nursery out of New York. Both ship bare root Paulownia in early spring. Price range is $10 to $14 per tree. Order 10. Plant spacing 15 to 20 feet apart. Paulownia needs full sun, 6 hours of direct sun minimum per day. The one non-negotiable is drainage. Standing water kills the root system. Every other condition is forgiving. Poor soil, rocky ground, heavy clay, reclaimed land. The USDA formally documented Paulownia establishing successfully on surface mine spoil with no soil amendments. It does not need good soil. It needs drainage and sun. Dig a hole twice the width of the root ball, same depth. Set the root crown at ground level, not below. Backfill with the native soil you removed. No fertilizer, no amendments, no compost. Water once at planting, then walk away. Year 1 growth looks modest, 6 to 8 feet. The root system is establishing underground. Year 2, you watch it accelerate. Year 3, you're looking at a tree. Year 4, the trunk is firewood diameter. Year 5, cut it 18 inches above the ground. Stack it, season it for 6 months, burn it. 3 to 5 new shoots emerge from that stump within the first growing season after harvest. Select the 2 strongest. Cut the rest at ground level. Those 2 shoots are your next harvest, and they arrive faster than the first one did. Here's the use nobody connects, and it links directly to another video on this channel. Paulownia leaves on young coppice growth reach up to 3 feet across. The nitrogen content in fallen Paulownia leaves rivals commercial compost. They break down fast. A ring of 10 Paulownia trees around a garden plot is simultaneously your firewood rotation and your annual soil amendment. Same trees, 2 functions, 0 added cost. The USDA documented Paulownia as one of the highest biomass-producing trees in North America for agroforestry integration. Not one study, a formal research program across 12 states running for 30 years. The data is publicly available. The application is almost entirely unknown outside professional forestry circles. Here's the 35-year math, closed out completely. You spend $800 this fall on 2 cords of firewood. You do the same next fall, and the fall after that. Over 35 years at today's prices, not adjusted for inflation. That is $28,000 spent on wood that grew from the ground. Alternatively, $120 for 10 seedlings, 1 Saturday afternoon to plant them. 5 years of waiting. After year 5, your heating fuel costs you a chainsaw afternoon and 6 months of seasoning. Every 3 to 4 years, from the same 10 stumps, for the next 50 years. You now know what $3.62 billion in annual firewood sales depends on you not planting in your backyard this spring. 10 trees, $120. 1 afternoon. The cord you never buy again starts with the hole you dig this weekend. If this changed the way you see your yard, hit like. Drop a comment. Tell me how many trees you're planting. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.